The library opened on the 5th of October 1860, so yesterday, 5th of October 2010, we were celebrating its 150th anniversary. And being an army library, we had a special events day for senior army personnel, and the Adjutant General, General Mark Manns, came and unveiled the restored painting of Prince Albert, which hangs in the library to this day.
Today's been a bit of a history lesson in the previous staff. Could you tell us what you found out when you were doing the research?
The research is something that I've been doing for many years, about 25 years I've probably started. But in doing so, and having published the first edition of the history, we've been delighted to be contacted by the relatives of some of the original librarians, and there haven't been very many, because in the 150 years since we opened, there's only been 9 librarians. They've all stayed a very long time, and it's been a great pleasure today to welcome the great-grandson of the first librarian, Sergeant Charles Gilmore.
In the recruiting office, the sergeant asked him what his name was, misunderstood what he said, so his name changed from Charles Guillemard to Charles Gilmore, and also he asked him whether he was British, and at that point you weren't allowed to join the army if you weren't British. And he said something, and he wrote down natural born, which was a nice sort of ambiguous answer to the question, which allowed him to get into the British Army. And then he came back here, and at that point the job of librarian was up for grabs, and he applied and got the job.
On the 8th and 9th of October, we're having special open days for the public to allow them to come in and see this historic building. They can tour around the historic part of the library, and there will be talks each day on the history of the library. All are welcome.